This is Ted, and this is 10 from Ted. I'm in Washington, D.C. I've been here all week in our office, and I wanted to just report quickly on what's been an incredibly powerful and productive week. Most importantly, I was so honored to be back on the House floor as President Herzog delivered his really incredible speech to a joint session of Congress. It was received so well by Democrats and Republicans alike. I'm so grateful to House leadership, again, from both parties for inviting President Herzog to come to the United States and talk about the incredible shared bonds between our two countries. I also participated in a memorial at the Argentinian Embassy. This was the week where we marked 29 years since the AMIA bombing killed 85 Argentinians, and it was a really powerful gathering. There were ambassadors there from other countries, a special envoy to fight anti-Semitism, Deborah Lipstadt, joined as well, and leadership from AJC, all standing together to powerfully remember those lives that were lost and the hundreds who were injured, and also to continue to advocate for the need to bring the perpetrators to justice. I also had great meetings across government and with officials from around the world. I spent time with leaders from government officials from 7 countries around the world, talking about the work that we do around the world, particularly in the Middle East, our efforts on expanding the Abraham Accords, deepening the Abraham Accords, and trying to bring other countries from around the world to recognize the importance of the Abraham Accords and Israel's place, not just in the region, but in the world. Very productive. More on that to come in future 10 from Teds. I also had the chance to meet with senior officials from the administration at the White House, the State Department, and the Department of Defense, again, to really talk about what we're doing at AJC and the way that we can continue to work to strengthen Israel's place in the world, to make sure that the relationship between the United States and Israel continues to be as strong as it is now, as strong as President Herzog talked about it being when he spoke here. Those meetings were really powerful. We also talked about the chances to do more, again, within the Abraham Accords and integrate Israel even more fully into the region and into the world. And then finally, we were at the White House. I was at the White House several times, meeting with senior administration officials, the head of domestic policy, the head of the Office of Public Engagement, the Jewish Outreach Director, all good friends, all really focused on our work, helping to implement the White House strategy, the national strategy to combat anti-Semitism. We signed an agreement last week with the Small Business Administration that formalized our role in helping them fight anti-Semitism. We spoke at the White House this week about all of the ways that we can be more deeply engaged in ensuring that every one of the more than 200 action items in the strategy is carried out. This is an ongoing conversation, but to be able to visit the White House and really raise this at the highest levels is the way that we do our work. It's how we help to ensure that we're doing all we can to strengthen the Jewish people, to fight anti-Semitism, and to make sure that AJC's role is going to continue to be really at the forefront of all this work. So there's more below, but thanks for tuning in, and I'll look forward to seeing everyone again soon.